Hey guys, and welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about Sony, and apparently they've filed a patent for a smell-o-vision style video game aroma system. So, yeah, kind of quirky and kind of weird. Not really sure what to make of this, guys. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, stay up to date with all the gaming news we have going on around here, guys. So, let's jump into this Game Rant article. Sony files a new patent for a smell-o-vision-like feature that could simulate in-game odors using fragrances triggered by certain gameplay moments. Yeah, this is a proper bizarre one, I think, guys. I was looking through news and subjects that I could talk about in a new video for you guys, and I came across this and I saw it, and it kind of piqued my interest because it's such a weird thing. You know, I'm 30 years old and I've been gaming since I was about 5, and I've never ever had a conversation with any friends or family members who someone said, "Oh, I wish I could smell my games." And if someone did come up to me and said, "Oh, you know, adding smell to a game would make it better," I would kind of look at them with bewilderment and puzzle and kind of think they're a bit crazy. But yeah, it's does you know, do people really want to be able to smell fragrances when they're playing a game? Does that even make sense? I mean, if you're playing The Last of Us and you're in a burnt out city, or destroyed house or something, it's like, what does that even smell like? Like, is it going to release like a burnt odor from your PlayStation or something? Like, I don't even know how it would work. But yeah, anyway, guys, so let's jump into this article here and just break it down a little bit and see what's going on with this. Sony has filed a patent for a new video game feature that could simulate in-game odors. Previous attempts to incorporate smell into gaming have been niche, drawing comparisons to scratch and sniff cards and fairground cinema experiences. This new patent describes a system that would use detachable cartridges to emit fragrances, synchronized with certain lights and sounds in video games, though technical challenges remain. Sony recently filed a patent for new video game features that could simulate in-game odors, not unlike the infamous smell-o-vision systems of old. Sony has made efforts to increase player immersion in video games during the PlayStation 5 era, thanks to the DualSense controller's haptic feedback and the console's 3D audio support. These features allow players to feel different in-game sensations using different controller vibrations, and have sounds occur around them as if they were actually inside their favourite party PS5 title. While gaming consoles have always used a player's sense of sight, hearing, and even touch to bring virtual worlds to life, there have been very few efforts to bring odour into the mix over the years. Microsoft once toyed with the idea of scent-emitting Xbox One controllers, and a small company known as Hapsical offers a special development kit for VR games that emits scent at certain moments. However, these efforts have remained fairly niche and have drawn comparisons to scratch and sniff scent cards and fairground cinemas of decades past. Now Sony is looking to bring the ever-exclusive scent of smell to its homegrown gaming experiences with a newly filed patent. This patent describes a system that can provide players with a fragrance during certain game moments with detachable accessory. Said aromas would come from cartridges like the ones included in the Xbox pizza-scented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle controllers, which would be triggered in sync with certain lights and sounds from a given video game. Only time will tell if Sony's latest smell-related patent will lead to success, especially given the ill-fated attempts to add odor to movies and television in past. However, the idea of console giving off certain fragrances during in-game moments is an interesting one, and could help increase player immersion if done right. There are still various technical issues to be addressed regarding this new smell-o-vision-like aroma system, so players probably shouldn't expect to see it anytime soon. In fact, it's possible it will never materialize into any significant way at all, as companies file patents all the time that never result in any tangible consumer product. So yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, guys? I mean, you've got companies, they're trying to kind of almost look at a crystal ball into the future. You know, what technologies are going to be available in the future. They need to file patents way in advance of these technologies coming out, because if you wait for the technology to come out first, other companies might file patents for certain, inventions and technologies, and then your company's kind of screwed because you can't use it in the way that you want to. So it's almost as if Sony are looking into the future and seeing what technologies can we incorporate into our electronics. Smell might potentially be a product that, can be added onto, the gaming systems. So if we file a patent now, we don't necessarily have to use it, but it's better to have it now than need it in the future and not be able to because somebody else has the patent. So yeah, it's kind of a smart move. I do understand. But as I said from my comments at the beginning, guys, this is kind of really bizarre because like I keep saying, I've never heard of anybody saying, that they would love to be able to smell their games when they're playing. And it's like, it's hard to say it with a straight face. I mean, why would you want to smell a game while you're playing it? There's other things that don't make sense as well. I mean, like, imagine, just give this scenario, and imagine this scenario. So you're playing a video game. It's a hot day. You've got the window open, or you've got a fan blowing in your room, and you've got this cartridge on the back of your controller. You're playing a game. The cartridge fires up the smell, and then the fan just blows it across the room. Or like you've got a window open, so the wind just blows the smell across the room, and you don't end up smelling it. Or like, yeah, I'm not really sure how it's gonna. And then how do they decide what in the game is gonna have a smell to it and what doesn't have a smell to it? That's what I mean. Like, if you come across, imagine if you're playing like an animated type game, if you come across like a bowl of fruit, would you be able to smell the fruit from the cartridge in the back of the control? If you're playing The Last of Us, would you be able to smell, burning buildings? Would you be able to, so how they're going to decide what items in what games would eject a smell as well? There's a lot of questions up in the air. So guys, jump down to the comment sections. If you have any questions about this, put some questions in the comment section about things. If you're not sure how it would work, like what do you think of this smell-o-vision game system? It sounds kind of weird to me. I'd just love to know what you have to say about it, guys. And I will see you soon.